everybody. I hope you're doing well. So if you notice, I've already done a video today talking about the word that I had on my walk and how relevant it was to me and my situation. So on Thursday or Friday, I made a video that I have not had the chance to make public yet. I feel that I may not have communicated in in a good way. I mean, that's me and my head speaking to each other. Um, that I wanted to be able to take time to do so, maybe a little more coherently. Is that what you say? I want to talk a little bit, reflect a little bit about um, the nudging of the Holy Spirit, um, or the nudging of God. And this is because, like, most recently, a couple of times, I have felt that what I got, that sudden feeling or that sudden thought, was the Holy Spirit. And so I lost my glasses. These glasses, there is already another testimony about God's favor when I lost these glasses that I was so happy to have got. I lost them 2 days after I got them. And by the grace of God and His favor, the optometrist reordered them. I was trying to find out how much it was, and he says you don't have to pay anything, and that it was under warranty. And I was so blessed because I was with my younger one. I looked at the guy, I looked at my younger one's face, he looked at me, and I was like, this is what we call favor. This is what we call favor. We didn't expect it. I was going to spend money that I wasn't happy to be spending. And, and here we are, the favor of God. I'm always happy when I'm able to teach them a little bit about, like, working with God whenever I can. And so recently I lost these glasses again. I looked everywhere in the house, everywhere that I sit, everywhere that I move, everything. I couldn't find the glasses. I had been running errands that weekend, one place to the next, which is what I do a lot these days. I don't know why. And I couldn't, I just thought that I left them one of those places, but where? And how would they even know? This is not a phone. This is just glasses. How would they know? And I just didn't think that even if, like, where in the place that it would be found, whoever found it, would they keep it? Like, that kind of thing. And so I was very, very, like, sad. And I knew that I needed to get a new pair because the glasses that I had are really old and they have scratches on them. And so after complaining for weeks, I said, okay, I'm just going to buy new glasses, look for some inexpensive pair and get the lenses in, because I don't drive well. I don't see well to drive. I can drive, but things in the distance are a little blurry for me. And so I wear those old ones with the scratches on them. And so one of the days, I finally said, I'm going to buy these glasses. I lay down to sleep, and there is this, like, thing that just came in my head. Why do you think that it's outside of the house? Why do you think it's outside the apartment? Wouldn't you have known the moment you sat in the car that you did not have your glasses? And I was like, yeah, wouldn't I have known? Because I will know. Every time that I don't have the glasses, the moment I start to drive, I see that, oh man, I left my glasses. And so then I was like, okay, so we're in this house and I'm driving the boys to school. And it's like, you haven't looked here. I didn't say anything to the boys. I dropped them off at school. I came in straight to where that it said I hadn't looked. And that was between the sofa and the ottoman. They're together all the time. So the least thing I expect is that I would have put them down there, but they were there. I opened it, I just like pushed them aside. Yeah, the glasses. All the joy in my heart, the joy that I was not going to spend money. So my joy, the boys came, and I told them, and I make such a big deal, so I have to, so I have to tell them, and they rejoice with me, and in this season of such a difficult time where I'm trying to look for a one bedroom to downsize, but the rent is not really easy. It's not cheap around here. It's really become expensive. And if I move an hour out, I can afford, please, I can afford a nice place, but how do I work with the school, the boys' school? The reason why I stay here is because they are close to their dad and they have wanted to be in their schools. And so I've been really desperate because I don't have money coming from anywhere. And so I was driving on one of the days that I was really worried. And then I suddenly had this nudge to do your taxes. Do your taxes. And I knew I was going to do my taxes, but the timing of the thought made me realize, oh yeah, usually I like to let more be subtracted from my um income or from my salary, so that at the end of the year I'm not owing taxes. Sometimes I get a refund. And so my taxes are set based off of how much I make. But then I lost my job and was not working for a period of time, which means that my income is lower and I most likely paid more taxes than I should. I suddenly had like some light, some glimmer of light. And I knew that it was true because it's true, I didn't make that much. And so I did my taxes this week. And I have got enough to the point where I am not desperate. I am not desperate. I have a little much of a calmer heart that if I am able to squeeze things hard, we won't have to leave. Only God. Only God. Nothing that I did. Only God. I pray that God will show himself strong in your life. I pray that when he nudges you, you would hear it. I pray that even if we are waiting for big answers, that sometimes just in the daily life, he reminds you that he hasn't forgotten about you. It's okay. A day at a time, we will make it. And so I hope that in some way you are able to show up for yourself today. If not, it's not too late. God is not done with you yet. He's not done with us yet.